CCTV cameras are everywhere in Cardiff, watching us go about our daily lives. The cameras are designed to help police spot crime and trouble and catch those responsible. Now, researchers at Cardiff University School of Computer Science are working on a new smart CCTV camera. This can detect crowd patterns, spot trouble and alert police officers to trouble hotspots to help cut violence. I spoke to the PhD student whose research led to the project.
So what we're doing is we're identifying fight scenes by looking at how the crowd evolves over time. This is done by looking at the texture that appears and taking some relevant measures, modelling how they change over time, and then using that to determine whether a scene is violent or non-violent. What it's doing is it's dividing the scene into smaller sub-scenes, and it's looking at the distribution of people through some texture measures. So humans, when they're in crowds, they exhibit uniform patterns depending on how dense they are. And then using these, we look at these over time, and then that'll give us an indication of how a crowd is moving. And then from that, we can determine if a scene is violent or non-violent. We hope to use this to decrease intervention time because the seriousness of injury, it correlates to the amount of time it takes for an officer to get to the scene and intervene. And the intervention time correlates to the detection time. So we want to reduce the detection time so we can decrease the intervention time and stop serious injuries from developing.
So how far away is this then from sort of actually being used by CCTV operators? Is it still in its early form? Or?
It's still in its early form. We are obtaining more data and we want to then perform more tests to fully evaluate it and to work out any problems. And then we can think about running real-life tests in public space. So it's quite a few years off.
It's characterised by, if you've got a normal crowd, they've got a sort of nice steady fluid flow through and there's not much happening to do it. When people get violent, there's just more chaos and more movement in it. So as long as you can find some measures of movement, we can then sort of build classifiers to help us detect the stuff which is normal and then the violent thing which would be sort of the abnormal.
And you've been working with other people as well, but Airbus Group and a few other partners.
We've just started a Welsh Government-funded project to take this step further. The nice thing about it is that the transfer of technology for commercial impact is something they're better at maybe than what we do at the university. So hopefully that will help us take it nearer to the market over the next few years.
What about the police themselves? Are they having much input, or are they keeping an eye on, giving some advice on what you're doing?
Yes, the police are very interested. I mean, in recent times, with all the austerity cuts, the police forces are getting cut, and there is pressure actually on the CCTV cameras and maintenance of that. So any system which could actually assist the police and help with their manpower problems would be good. So yes, we are talking to a few local police authorities, and indeed some of them are actually going to be giving us some data as well.
And it's hoped the research will become a reality, leading to new smart CCTV cameras which will help police cut crime and violence in Cardiff.